What's up, squad, and welcome to episode 16 of X Marks the Spot, your dedicated Xbox podcast here at youtube.com/InstallationX. I'm your host, your captain, your one-man band, Sykes, and I hope that whoever you are, wherever you are, and whatever you may be doing, you are safe and well. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video podcast, please make sure you leave a like, head over to InstallationX and subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications of future uploads to support the channel and for more Xbox content. And if you want to get involved in the show, then let me know your thoughts in the comment section. You can send me your questions via email to xmarksthespotpodcast@gmail.com or tweet me at _installation_x with the best questions to be added to the show. And a reminder, if you need any of your crewmates to aid you in your gaming experiences, then you can send me your gamer tag and a description of the games you play and the people you're looking for to xmarksthespotpodcast@gmail.com, and I'll read them out at the start of the show using our calling all crewmates section. What's up, squad? I hope you've had a good week. I've had a bit of a break from YouTube side of things. I've been travelling around the UK. I went to Wales for the first time, went to the Brecon Beacons, which was very good fun actually, until I got a flat tyre and had no signal and I was hoo-ha anyway. But it was very good fun, and we're now back. And actually it's kind of been a weird, interesting week of Xbox news. Kind of the game side of stuff has taken a back seat, and we've got more news on services and kind of hardware stuff. So we have 4 items in the Xbox treasure chest of news this week, and we're going to go right into it. Item number 1, the war between Microsoft and Apple over Project xCloud and Xbox Game Pass rages on. So there have been some very, very interesting developments about Project xCloud and its future on Apple iOS over the course of the week, really. It's kind of developed as the week's gone on. So basically what has happened is the Project xCloud beta or preview on iOS has come to an end. It's no longer continuing after having very few updates over the last couple of months. And Apple have come out and they've said that the full quote here is, "The App Store was created to be a safe and trusted place for customers to discover and download apps, and a great business opportunity for all developers," an Apple spokesperson told Business Insider. This comes from Business Insider. Quote, "Before they go on our store, all apps are reviewed against the same set of guidelines that are intended to protect customers and provide a fair and level playing field to developers. Because Microsoft isn't submitting each game on its streaming service to Apple's review process, the app that enables access to those games is being blocked from publishing." Quote, "Our customers enjoy great apps and games from millions of developers, and gaming services can absolutely launch on the App Store as long as they follow the same set of guidelines applicable to all developers, including submitting games individually for review and appearing in charts and search." End quote. Apple said in a statement to Business Insider, quote, "In addition to the App Store, developers can choose to reach all iPhone and iPad users over the web through Safari and other browsers on the App Store." End quote. A similar service offered by Google, named Google Stadia, has also run into roadblocks with Apple's App Store guidelines. It's available on Android phones and tablets, but not on Apple devices. Given that Apple allows services like Netflix and Spotify without reviewing every piece of content, why not allow a similar service for gaming? The difference boils down to the medium. According to Apple, games are interactive, unlike music and film, and there are consumer expectations baked into the App Store related to gaming. I personally felt that was a very, very weak excuse and a very, very weak response, given the Netflix and Spotify arguments, right? Games, just like movies, just like TV, they're rated. They have an age rating, they're rated by the ESRB, games are anyway, and that's how they are reviewed. And as long as those games are sent to those reviews and they are rated appropriately, I don't really see the issue. And a lot of people feel the same way. So, the development was then that Microsoft released a full statement responding to Apple, and the statement is very, very interesting, and it's quite to the point, which I like. It says, quote, "Our testing period for Project xCloud preview app for iOS has expired. Unfortunately, we do not have a path to bring our vision of cloud gaming with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate to gamers on iOS via the Apple App Store. Apple stands alone as the only general-purpose platform to deny consumers from cloud gaming and the game subscription service like Xbox Game Pass. And it consistently treats gaming apps differently, applying more lenient rules to non-gaming apps, even when they include interactive content. All games available in the Xbox Game Pass catalogue are rated for content by independent industry ratings bodies such as the ESRB and regional equivalents. We are committed to finding a path to bring cloud gaming with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate to the iOS platform. We believe that the customer should be at the heart of the gaming experience, and gamers tell us that where they want to play. connect and share anywhere, no matter where they are. We agree. So this is really curious, considering Apple, along with Amazon and Facebook, recently were in front of Congress in the US to kind of discuss and be questioned on their kind of anti-competition stance. And Apple isn't really showing themselves in a great light here, because Microsoft are 100% correct. Gaming is treated differently, and regardless of whether gaming is interactive or not, it shouldn't be. You should treat gaming, movies, music, novels, books, whatever it may be, exactly the same way, right? If these games have already been reviewed and they have already gone through a massive amount of regulations, it takes a lot of time and a lot of money to get your game rated properly. Like, you have to put in those application forms, you have to do all that work very, very early on in the process, and it takes a long time. Gaming and games are very, very strictly reviewed, considering all the backlash they've had in the States in the past and other places in the world and other countries. They are very, very heavily regulated and reviewed. The fact that Apple is hiding, in my opinion, behind their App Store policies, I think is a weak argument. And if they genuinely cared, they would be working to find a place for Game Pass on their iOS. They should be finding a place for Game Pass on their platform, because at the end of the day, it will help Apple. Like, this leads into the argument that Apple is anti-competition, and that is what this is kind of leading into. I have been on Apple since 2013. I was very lucky to get an iPhone, my first iPhone, as my 18th birthday present. Thanks to my family. And I haven't been on any other platform since. I have an iPad through my work, but if that wasn't the case, I would be switching over to an Android tablet instantly, and I am going to be switching over to an Android phone, because I'm not waiting around for Apple to loosen up their policies, which they're never going to do. They're clearly doing this to stop Microsoft and Google getting onto their platform, because they have their own agenda and their own interests in the gaming space. So if Google Stadia is not getting on, then I don't think Xbox Game Pass is getting on anytime soon. They're locking them out for whatever reasons. It's anti-competition, it's anti-consumer in my opinion, and therefore, if Apple are not going to support something that I want on that platform, guess what? I'm not going to stick around on the platform. I'm already looking and already reading up articles on some of the best phones that are affordable for me to play Xbox games on through Game Pass streaming. So I will be moving over to an Android phone, hopefully before September the 15th. And if I'm being honest, if you're on Apple and you're thinking, I really, really want to try out Project xCloud Xbox Game Pass streaming on my phone, but I'm on Apple, you might need to do some thinking, guys, because that's what I've done, and I've come to the conclusion that I'm switching. And Apple have lost a customer in me. Now, at the end of the day, I'm a grain of sand in the grand scheme of Apple. But, they're losing customers. They're going to lose customers because of this. People are going to look at this and they're going to go, this is stupid. Especially people that care. And people are going to transition over. And it might not be many people, but it'll be enough people to show to Apple that this is a very stupid mistake that they're making, in my opinion. And again, it's just my opinion. It's all subjective. You might feel differently. You might not even care. But I think this is important to kind of showcase the fact that Microsoft continue to try and get the games to the areas that we can play them on. PC, console, Android. And they're trying with iOS, but Apple are clearly stopping them from doing that. But so we'll have to wait and see how this develops, whether we're going to eventually get this anywhere, whether Apple are going to loosen up, because they have received, from what I can tell, there's been a lot of backlash against them for this, and a lot of people that I've seen on Twitter in particular saying, look, they're going to do the same thing as me, they're going to move over to Android. We will just have to wait and see how that pans out. Speaking of Xbox Game Pass streaming, item number 2, Xbox Game Pass streaming drops on September the 15th to an Android device near you. This comes from Kareem Chowdhury over at Xbox Wire. So I'll read out the full article or statement and we will go through it. So, our vision for Project xCloud, Microsoft's cloud gaming technology, is to give you the opportunity to play the games you want, with the people you want, wherever you want. Since launching the public preview across North America, Europe and in South Korea, we've shared stories about the unique ways you've played with the cloud while providing invaluable feedback that's helped us improve the experience. Cloud gaming as part of Xbox Game Pass is the next major step in our ongoing vision to put you at the centre of the experience, to give you more value for your games and membership, and to remove the barriers from play. Last month, we laid out our commitment to you and announced cloud gaming powered by the Project xCloud will be part of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate at no additional cost. Today, we're excited to share more about what you can expect. Beginning September 15th, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members can play more than 100 games from the cloud on their Android phone or tablet. That's the important bit. That's in bold. So 100 games from the cloud only on your Android phone or tablet. Cloud gaming will launch in beta for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members in 22 markets to ensure stability as we scale the feature to millions of gamers. When cloud gaming launches as part of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, players will have access to more than 100 high-quality games playable from the cloud, including Minecraft Dungeons, Destiny 2, Tell Me Why, Gears 5, Yakuza Kiwami 2, and more. And as we've committed to providing day one access to new titles from Xbox Game Studios as part of the Xbox Game Pass, it is our intent to make some of those games available in the cloud from the day they release. We'll have more to share about the full catalogue of games as we approach launch. As the world around us changes and entertainment is readily available no matter the device, it's our vision to make games accessible in a variety of scenarios. All the experience you expect on Xbox and your gaming profile travel with you on mobile, including your friends list, achievements, controller settings, and save game progress. You can continue your Gears 5 campaign while travelling away from your home console, or if a sibling or roommate is using the TV, you can still complete strikes with friends in Destiny 2, as examples. Cloud gaming also unlocks new couch co-op experiences with traditional online games. Sail off to adventure in Sea of Thieves on your tablet while a friend plays alongside you on console, right in the same room. Cloud gaming removes the need to wait until you can access your console in order to play your favourite games. Just pick up your phone or tablet and play the games you want anytime you want. Since its inception in 2017, Xbox Game Pass has been about providing members with the freedom to discover and play games from a curated, constantly updated library. With this in mind, making cloud gaming available as part of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate was a natural next step. More than 10 million Xbox Game Pass members are already discovering and playing great games on console and PC. And with the addition of cloud gaming, members can discover and try out new games on Android phones and tablets. And Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members have a shared library of games, so no matter whether your friends prefer to play across Xbox One, mobile or PC, it's never been easier for Xbox Game Pass members to play the same games together. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members can dive right into the latest library, additions, campaign within seconds, and a spontaneous Minecraft Dungeons co-op session really is just an invite away. You can join Xbox Game Pass Ultimate today for $1 for the first month, then $14.99 per month after that. In addition to cloud gaming, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate includes access to more than 100 high-quality games for console and PC, exclusive member discounts, deals, perks, and Xbox Live Gold. To play games on your tablet or on your phone or tablet, download the Xbox Game Pass app from the Samsung Galaxy Store or the One Store, both of which include a complete full-featured experience with an in-app purchase capabilities, or the Google Play Store. Cloud gaming with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate will be available on Android devices in 22 markets at launch, including Austria, Belgium, Canada, Czech Republic, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Hungary, Ireland, Italy, Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Slovakia, Spain, South Korea, Sweden, Switzerland, the United Kingdom, and the United States. So it looks like majority of Europe and the UK and the United States. It doesn't look like Australia and New Zealand are there yet. To enhance the mobile gaming experience, we're partnering with Razer, PowerA, 8BitDo, and Nikon to create all new accessories specifically designed for cloud gaming. These include different types of phone clips that adapt to a wide range of devices, travel controllers that fit in any bag, and exclusive Xbox branded controllers that split apart and attach to the side of your phone. I love this bit. You can also play with your Xbox One Bluetooth wireless and your PlayStation DualShock 4 controllers. This is an exciting time as we enter a new era of gaming. For those who have participated in the Project xCloud preview, we thank you. You've helped us shape the way we play games moving forward. The preview will continue to be available until September the 11th. We'll also continue to listen to our community and add new features, games and perks to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate over time, including news at Samsung's Galaxy Unpacked event tomorrow, August 5th. We look forward to continuing this journey and enabling you and your friends to seamlessly play the games you want wherever you want. For more information, please visit www.xbox.com/Game Pass. So that was a bit of a lengthy article. I did want to go through it all because there's a lot of information packed there. I think the big thing, I am an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate member, and I don't use Game Pass on PC yet. I want to in the future. I'm hoping to planning on building a PC later this year, but I kind of went down the Game Pass Ultimate route purely because it kind of packaged in Xbox Live as well, which, considering my Xbox Live subscription was up at the time, it needed renewing, it was just a natural progression for me. They say over 100 games. Guys, I'm not kidding. The list is closer to 200, even 250. I every now and then just go through and count them, not one by one. When it's on the Xbox dashboard, you can just kind of go how many rows, how many columns, and multiply it. But there are well over 200 games on the platform now, including lots of backwards compatible titles, lots of first-party titles, lots of big third-party titles as well. This deal it's just getting better and better and better. The interesting thing is what they're going to do with Xbox Live, which I'm going to get to in a second. But this deal is so strong now. Game Pass Ultimate allows you Game Pass on your console, Game Pass on your PC if you have both, or either or, Xbox Live packaged in, and streaming for $15. Or in the UK, it's £11.99. So I pay about £12 a month, which for me is just an absolute steal, because I get access to all the first-party games or second-party games that are coming from Xbox Game Studios Publishing. So like this month alone, I think we've got Tell Me Why, Battletoads, Wasteland 3, and there's another one I can't remember off the top of my head. We're getting like 3 or 4 Xbox Game Studios games launching in Game Pass this month alone. And that's just awesome, because I get to play all these games for hardly any money, which is brilliant. I love this kind of little shot that is taken at Sony. So Sony announced I think later last week, was that the DualShock 4 you'll be able to play, or you'll be able to use on PlayStation 5 with PlayStation 4 games, but you cannot use your DualShock 4 to play PlayStation 5 games. You have to purchase, or you have to own a DualSense 5, which is the new controller, to play PlayStation 5 games on the console. Now, I'm not going to criticise Sony for that. At the end of the day, that's their policy, that's their strategy, that's how they're doing business. They're not budging. If you want to play our games, you have to play them on our hardware and our peripherals. End of. So they were basically saying, look, if you want to play PlayStation 5 games, you are going to have to purchase the $60 plus DualSense 5. That's fine. That's their strategy. Xbox have then turned around and said, yes, you'll be able to use PlayStation DualShock 4 controllers on your Android devices. We support them, which I thought was just hilarious. Again, it's probably not going to make that much of a difference, but I appreciate the fact that Xbox are going out of their way to make all their peripherals and even their rivals' peripherals compatible with Xbox Game Pass via cloud streaming. It's brilliant. In terms of all the custom devices that are being created, I think they're good. They are good. I had a look at the Razer, I can't remember its name off the top of my head, but it basically splits apart and your phone attaches it in the middle. I have the PowerA mobile gaming clip. They were giving them out for free at XO19. I've got 2 of those actually. The gaming clips work really well. They simply clip onto the back of your controller. Your phone is then kind of clipped up in just above your controller. It can interfere a little bit with, like, you can't fully see all the buttons. It can interfere a little bit with your finger or thumb movements a little bit, but you can adjust the clip so you can put your phone higher up or further away from the controller. You can do all sorts of funky stuff with it. So it's really good, and I think they value about $10-15 or pounds. They're not that expensive, but some of the more structured controllers, some of the more actual designed ones that are going to incorporate your phone, your Android phone, they're a bit more expensive. I think some of them are pushing closer to $100, which, I mean, it's a bit pricey considering you can get an Xbox One Bluetooth wireless controller for about $60 or £60, and you can get the game clip for less than that controller in itself. The one thing I will say though, I did have a look through the article. I will link the devices article in the description below. Make sure that your phone is actually compatible with some of these, because some of the phones aren't compatible with some of these peripherals, so just watch out for that. Samsung have got a neat deal going on as well. They've got lots of in-app purchases deals with my Xbox. I'll leave that in the description below as well. But this is just a great thing. I think this is going to really kick off, and again, this kind of feeds into the strategy that Microsoft are trying to get their games into more gamers' hands, regardless of the device. I think this is very pro-consumer. This is all good for me. So I'm hopefully going to get my Android phone before September the 15th. I want to get on Xbox Game Pass streaming as quick as I can to kind of show you guys what it's all about, how it works, is it good, is it stable. I might try and drive around into the most random places in Britain and kind of go, oh, can we play Xbox games anywhere, like with my phone right here in the middle of, I don't know, Snowdonia, or, you know, on top of Ben Nevis in Scotland? That would be cool. That was a cool idea. Whether I actually do that or not, I don't know, but it's a creative idea. So we'll have to wait and see how this all functions properly until we get it in our hands, but it's all looking good at the moment. Right, item number 3. Now, this one broke last night. We finally had some news that didn't break after I upload, which is brilliant. So the Xbox Series S is seemingly confirmed after new controller packaging leak. This is super, super interesting. This looks to all but confirm the Series S is real. So new images have appeared online showing the packaging for a white version of the new Xbox controller, which features the textured grip, the textured triggers, and the new share button. One of the images shows the manual informing players of which devices the controller is compatible with. The devices include the Xbox Series X/S, Xbox One, Windows 10, Android, and they've included iOS here. We will have to wait to see if it's official confirmation. However, the quality of the images and the packaging shown suggests that the Series S is all but real at this point. The Series S is supposedly aiming for 4 teraflops of power at 180p and potentially 60 frames per second, and importantly, the cheapest point of entry for next-gen console hardware. So I think, based on the quality of these images, this is real, and it's all but confirms the Series S. I have been saying for quite a while, and I know a lot of people, a lot of industry insiders, and I know a lot of Xbox content creators have been saying for quite a while now, this is real. The Series S/Lockhart is real. We're waiting for it to be all but confirmed. A lot of people are putting their money in the ring, or money in the hat, and saying, look, it's going to happen this month. We have yet to have confirmation about an August event. Phil has spoken about sharing more details generally in August, in previous interviews, but we haven't got official confirmation that the Xbox 2020 marketing program is going to roll on into August. We're going to get an August event. We didn't have a June event. It's likely that we are going to get one, and a lot of people are thinking it's going to focus on the hardware, on the Series X, the official announcement of the Series S, and the price points, pre-orders, all the bells and whistles. It's real, guys. It's definitely real at this point. There's been way too many leaks. There's been way too much information that has been put out there. The question is now, how powerful is it going to be? How next-gen is it really going to feel compared to the Series X and the PlayStation 5? And how cheap is it going to be? Because that is the reason why this console exists. This console exists for people who are looking for a casual gaming experience to take themselves into the next generation of consoles. This is aimed at people who might play 1 or 2 games a year. They have their staple games. They're not too fussed about the all-singing, all-dancing 4K 60 ray tracing package that the Series X and PC offers. They're looking for that cheap entry into this generation so that they can use this potentially as what the Xbox One was originally designed for, as a home entertainment suite. We want the new Xbox. We want the new Xbox for our new games, to play them a little bit better, but we also want to watch Netflix on it, or we want to watch Sky on it, or whatever it may be. TV, HBO, whatever, okay? This is what this console is designed for. I'm personally not going to buy this console. I'm going to buy the Series X because I do want to get the all-singing, all-dancing 4K 60 ray tracing bells and whistles. I want my monitor, I want my PC. I'm investing a lot of money this fall because I want to set that all up for the future. But if you're not interested in that, then that's where the Series S is. And if you're even not interested in owning a console or even a PC, guess what? You'll be able to play on your phone now. That's the idea. Microsoft is making it more accessible than ever for you to play Xbox games wherever you want. So it's completely up to you guys what you end up doing, even if you don't really care much about Xbox, even if you're a PlayStation fan. I welcome PlayStation fans at the end of the day. Even if you're a PlayStation fan, you get your PS5 and you play all your PlayStation games and PS5 is your main console, you can still go away, and when you're travelling or at your friends, you can take your phone with you, if it's Android, and you can play Xbox games via Xbox Game Pass on your phone. It's a win-win. It is a win-win. So this is all but confirmed. Now, we'll have to wait and see for official confirmation. I'm going to bet it's going to be this month, but we'll have to wait and see. And finally, item number 4 in the Xbox Restrictive news, the mystery of Microsoft making Xbox Live Gold free continues. So, basically what happened is Microsoft reportedly, or they have, it's not reportedly anymore, it was reportedly, they now have, they've removed the 12-month purchase option for Xbox Live Gold. The 12-month subscription is gone from the Microsoft Store, gone from the Xbox Store. from all territories. All of them. It's gone. You cannot buy a 12-month gold from the Xbox store. However, I was in some of the supermarkets here in the UK and some of the tech shops and whatnot. They're still offering 12-month subscription codes in stores. So it's almost like they've taken it off their store, but they've not taken it away from retailers yet. So that's interesting. While the single month and 3-month subscriptions remain, there is no longer an option to save by purchasing the 12-month subscription, leading to speculation that the service will either be retired or refreshed for the next-gen system, Xbox Series X, which is out later this year. It's particularly curious timing, given we recently learned Xbox game streaming service xCloud will be folded into Xbox Game Pass, as we mentioned previously, this September, at no additional cost to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members. 100 games will be available, blah, 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 we'll talk about. A statement, so, quote, at this time, Xbox has decided to remove the 12-month Xbox Live Gold SKU from the Microsoft Online Store, end quote, a Microsoft spokesperson told TA. Quote, customers can still sign up for 1-month or 3-month Xbox Live Gold subscriptions online through the Microsoft Store. So that was from Eurogamer. Then I found a follow-up on Video Games Chronicle, which said a Microsoft spokesperson told VGC, quote, the update to Xbox Online Service in the Microsoft Services Agreement refers to the underlying Xbox service that includes features like cross-saves and friend requests. This language update is intended to distinguish the underlying service and the paid Xbox Live Gold subscription. There are no changes being made to the experience of service or Xbox Live Gold. Then we got the news that Halo Infinite's multiplayer is going free to play, which I was going to cover in a full video, but I just didn't have time with what I was doing at the time. Yeah, Halo Infinite's free, multiplayer is free. Mental, absolute mental. It's going to create a massive reach for Halo Infinite across console and PC. There's going to be no entry required, so you're going to be able to pick that multiplayer up free to play. There is a lingering question of how that's going to work with microtransactions. People are a little bit worried about that. I am for microtransactions in Halo Infinite. Like I said always, I don't mind microtransactions as long as they're ethical and they are not going to impact the gameplay experience, which is why I've said previously, I love the microtransactions in Sea of Thieves because it's all cosmetic. It is all cosmetic. Some of them you can even unlock in-game doing via the Events Hub, doing lots of different challenges and whatnot, weeklies, dailies, all kind of stuff. But you can get them at a later date in the store if you don't have time to do those challenges. So Sea of Thieves have got it right for me. So Microsoft have proven that they can get microtransactions right. It's just whether they can do it with all of their titles going forward. Then, to add another layer onto this, Microsoft made multiplayer free for their big gaming weekend event that took place this weekend previously, between August 6th and August 10th. So, on the one hand, you've got Microsoft coming out saying, the online experience, the online service isn't changing, we're not doing anything with it, yet they're still trialing a free weekend, which in my opinion is their way of getting data. See, well, is this going to work? And they've announced that their biggest IP that they have, Halo, is going free to play, which is going to massively expand the audience, the community that can play on that game, especially with the game coming to PC, launching on PC for the first time ever? Or did CE launch on PC? Someone might need to correct me on the comments on that one. This is big news. Now, my question around this is obviously Xbox Live Gold, it ain't cheap, right? I think it's $60 in the US, it's about £50 here. It might have even gone up. It's not cheap. So if Microsoft are going to do away with the multiplayer paywall, which would be absolutely mental if they did, it would be great for us, be brilliant. You know, get rid of the paywall that's preventing people from jumping in on multiplayer, make everything free multiplayer. They're leaving a lot of money on the table. Okay? You think about the number of members that are in Game Pass alone, that's 10 million. You could probably double or triple that for the number of people in Xbox Live, if not more, across PC as well. You could say there's probably 50 plus million people on Xbox Live across PC and console. I think that's a fair assessment. And they're going to make that free? That is a lot of money they're doing away with. So then that makes the question very curious in that, okay, well, how are they going to make that money back? Because that's a lot of money to just leave. How are they going to make that back? Well, they could be putting a lot of money. They're doubling down on Game Pass, which I think is a good move. They're going to continue to develop that. But then it brings in the microtransactions question again, and how gross and invasive those microtransactions have been in the past from certain developers. Microsoft have been guilty of it in the past. There's a lot of questions here that need to be answered, and I'm hoping we're going to get those answers soon. Like I said, with the Series S, we're probably going to hear more about this month, hopefully. There's lots of... I like the idea of Xbox Live going free. I think that's brilliant. As long as, they continue the service in that, it's still going to remain very high quality. We're going to get all the bells and whistles with Xbox Live Gold. There's some people talking about how they're going to stagger Xbox Live more now, where they're going to have a free multiplayer version, and then they're going to have layers on that on top. So Xbox Live is free, then they're going to have Xbox Game Pass, then they're going to have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which includes perks and all that kind of stuff. So they're probably going to go to a different tiered system if possible, but again, guys, we'll just have to wait and see, but it's all very, very interesting. Right, that is all the news for this week. I hope you found that cool. Game Pass Gems, a quick update. There's been lots of updates. I'm not going to run through all the details, but games that have been added to the service. Darksiders Genesis has been added for console. That was dropped on August 6th. So that is now live. It Lurks Below is now available console and PC. It's an ID Xbox game that is from August 6th. So that's now live. The Dark Pictures anthology Man of Medan is available on console. That's available from the August 6th. So that's now live. Trailmakers for console and PC is an ID Xbox title, was live from August 6th. Undermine, console and PC, ID Xbox, August 6th again, so that is live. Xenocrisis, console and PC, ID Xbox, August 6th again, that's now live. And Final Fantasy 7? Yep, 7 HD, console and PC is available from August 13th. In case you missed it, obviously F1 2019 was added console and PC. There is new DLC for No Man's Sky. It's a free update, Desolation. That's now live. A reminder that there have been Xbox Game Pass mobile app updates, so notifications of when new games are added and when games are leaving. Full view of the Xbox Game Pass library for console and PC. Remotely install games from the app to your PC or console. Quests to help you earn rewards. And check out the available Xbox Game Pass Ultimate perks. That is now all available on the app. A reminder of perks. The Sea of Thieves, the Nightshine Parrot bundle is now available, which is really annoying because I've spent a lot of gold on that in the game because it's a really cool set. So go check it out. A bit annoying, but oh well. Phantasy Star Online 2. You can claim Episode 4 Update Bonus Pack. That includes special items including cosmetics and emote and more. Players can also claim their August Member Pack, which is available from August 5th, which is now live, which includes Tri-Boost, EXP coins, and more. Obviously, there's a continued growing relationship with Phantasy Star Online 2, which is good. So if you're a JRPG fans, go check that out. Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker claim 15 esoteric scrolls. World of Tanks, you can claim your Battle Masters pack. And World of Warships Legends, the Gunfighter pack is now available. There's lots of Game Pass quests, and a reminder, those leaving August 14th, so you've only got a couple of days to finish these guys if you've started them. Devil May Cry 5 is leaving console. Kingdom Come Deliverance is leaving console and PC. Space Hulk Tactics is leaving PC. Where the Water Tastes Like Wine is leaving PC. And Yoku's Island Express is leaving console and PC. We have new games with gold hoarders for August. So Portal Knights is available from August the 1st to August 31st for Xbox One. Override Mech City Brawl is available August 16th to September the 15th on Xbox One. MX Unleashed is available from August the 1st to 15th on Xbox One and Xbox 360. And Red Faction 2 is available August 16th to the 31st on Xbox One and Xbox 360. Right, finally, the Xbox Store Stash got a big lineup of games coming this week, so I'll quickly go through them. Brunch Club is available August the 11th. A 1 to 4 player food fight frenzy with seasoning of pop culture. Work together to complete a selection of delicious challenges. Test your ability to remain calm in the kitchen with your friends and be prepared to try again. Order a side of arcade action with a range of minigames from 2-player versus mode in Face Off. So building bridges in 5-second rule, keeping your food out of dirty surfaces. Car Mechanic Simulator Classic available August the 11th. Become a car mechanic who can diagnose, make repairs, order the necessary parts, and contact the demanding customers. The tasks set for the player are not the easiest ones. There are more than 70 variety of scenarios. The creators supplied several vehicles and hundreds of elements, so finding the defect itself can be problematic yet very satisfying. Escape from Tethys. August the 12th, Xbox One X Enhanced. You're trapped alone and cold on a distant planet pursued by a droid with only one purpose, killing yourself. You can find and escape, explore the hostile environment, find secret upgrades and new weapons, and finally make your escape from this dark, hostile planet. In this action-adventure Metroidvania. Hyperscape, looking forward to this, August the 11th. An urban, futuristic, free-to-play battle royale where 100 contenders engage in first-person shooter, close quarters, and fast-paced matches to become the next global superstar. Fight your way through the 7 unique districts of Neo Arcadia, a virtual city featuring imposing landmarks that bring verticality to the next level. From skyscraping towers to open plazas, from streets to rooftops, Neo Arcadia will push you to constantly adapt to your surroundings. Metamorphosis Xbox Edition, August 12th. Play as Gregor, turned into a tiny bug, and set out on an extraordinary journey to unravel the mystery of your transformation. Metamorphosis is a first-person adventure set in a surrealist world where your newfound abilities are your last and only hope for redemption. Prehistoric Dude, August the 12th. A mini Metroidvania game during the Stone Age which tells the story of Dude, a friendly caveman who loves ham. Explore 3 different scenarios while looking for Dude's delicious lunch. Face enemies, master obstacles, learn new skills, and make Dude even stronger. Zero Strain, August the 12th. Zero Strain is a fast-paced shooter set in a series of top-down arenas where strategic use of offense and defense are critical to surviving each challenge. MOBA elements mixed with frenetic shoot-'em-up action for a unique and rewarding experience in neon wireframe presentation. The Alto Collection, August 13th. Xbox One X Enhanced. Join Alto and friends as they set out on an adventure of a lifetime, race down alpine slopes over windswept dunes, through ancient woodlands and long-forgotten ruins of both critically acclaimed titles, Alto's Adventure and Alto's Odyssey. Along the way, you'll pull off daring backflips, grind over rooftops, and leap over vast chasms as you journey to discover what mysteries lie beyond the horizon. The Ambassador, Fractured Timelines, August 13th. A twin-stick fantasy shooter centered around the ability to stop time. You'll play as Gregor, a newly recruited member of the Eternal Fellowship and an ambassador of time. Just as you are learning to use your newfound powers, the Fellowship's capital city is mysteriously destroyed. As one of the only remaining fellows, you must find those responsible and return Tamaris to its former glory. Boomerang Fu, August the 13th. Slice and dice your friends with boomerangs in this frenetic physics party game. Join a crew of your favourite friends as you grill, chill, and spill your enemies. Discover ridiculous power-ups and stack them together in deadly combinations. Darkestville Castle, August 13th. Live the adventure of Sid, the demon of Darkestville, a laid-back being of pure darkness that will see his evil routine life disrupted by the Romero brothers, a group of demon hunters hired by Dan Teapot, Sid's arch enemy. Follow Sid through an epic quest full of danger, intrigue, and ridiculous premises in this point-and-click adventure game. Faria, August 13th. With the unique living board, Faria will challenge you with this truly strategic card battles. Craft your deck, shape the battlefield, and fight for victory with this strategy game like no other. Build exciting decks and shape the battlefield as you fight epic battles. Raise mountains, build forests, fill lakes, and harness the sands of the desert. Choose your path to victory. Through the Darkest of Times, August 13th. Berlin, 1933. Unspeakable horrors and suffering sweep across the world. Few would stand and fight the monstrosity that was the German Reich. Will you? Lead an underground resistance through the darkest of times. Bite the Bullet, August 14th. In this roguelite RPG shooter, you must eat enemies, bullets, and more to power up your character, weapons, and abilities. Gun down zombies, robots, and giant mutant bosses with a barrage of bullets before chowing down on their corpses to craft new weapons, unlock new abilities and special attacks, and transform into a powerful Zombro form to smash foes. Cooking Simulator, August 14th. Take control of the highly polished, realistic kitchen, equipped with all kinds of utensils and stands. Unlock and master over 60 recipes, or use dozen of lifelike ingredients to cook everything you like. A simulator spiced up with a dash of real-life physics. Dying Light Hell Raid, August 14th. No one knows where the strange arcade machine came from. One day the residents of the tower just found in the basement after an odd power outage. they took in upstairs unaware that their find is a getaway to another realm. Shake up your Dying Light experience by using this eerie device to access a completely new game mode based on Techland's currently on hold first-person fantasy slasher Hell Raid. EA Sports UFC 4, August 14th. In EA Sports UFC 4, the fighter you become is shaped by your fighting style, your achievements, and your personality. No matter how or where you play, EA Sports UFC 4 puts you at the centre of every fight. Pre-order UFC 4 today and receive exclusive fighters like Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, plus exclusive customization packs. The Explorer of Night, August 14th, a minimalist platformer where you need to help the main character to get out of the forest inhabited by unfriendly enemies and dangerous traps. In the game, you will find interesting puzzles, boss fights, and a cute story. Lynn, Path of Orchids, Path of Orchard, August 14th. Step out of your conventional platforming habits and delve into the dynamic and rotating world of Lynn, a modern puzzle platformer set in a fantastic and mysterious ancient world. You are in control of Aban, an exotic guardian of nature on her journey. Through a lost sky temple. Help Aban on her divine mission to rejuvenate the ancient tree of light. And finally, Of Tanks and Demons 3, August 14th, a new game with the vibe of classic arcades of the 80s. Collect photons, shoot demons, buy new tanks and improve them, but don't solely rely on brute force. Sometimes you need to outsmart your enemy, not just outgun them with bullets. Whew. Well, there you go, squad. That is everything from the Xbox Store Stash, and that is everything from this week's show. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please make sure you leave a like, you head over to InstallationX and subscribe, and you hit that bell for more Xbox content. As always, let me know your thoughts on the show in the comment section below. Follow myself and the channel with links to social media in the description. And as always, I'm Sykes, and for all things Xbox, stay tuned to InstallationX. Bye, guys.